I'm Katelyn Primmer from Lake Mills, and this is my prep profile.
Katelyn, two-sport athlete. You've got volleyball and softball.
Yep.
What do you do in the wintertime? Have you played a winter sport?
Well, when I was really little, I played ice hockey, but that got really expensive because there was 3 of us going to Sun Prairie. So I was asked to manage wrestling a couple years ago because my brothers wrestled, and I had to go to everything, and I'm just stuck with that.
So you like, is it from being an athlete now to helping the athletes out? Do you get a different perspective when you're an athlete about the managers helping you guys out and what it's like, and how has that affected your relationship with them?
I don't really have, we don't have managers. We did have managers for volleyball this year, but normally in the past we haven't, and we don't really for softball, so it was weird, like, being the person there and, I don't know, not being able to help my team out, like, athletically is kind of hard, because I'm not going to get out and wrestle, but...
do you want to score a match?
Yep, we do all the book. We videotape, like, all the matches, and we bake them cookies every weekend.
So you're pretty popular then, I take it, yeah. Have you learned an awful lot watching the matches?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wrestling is like the toughest sport I know, and I don't know how they go out and do it every day, every practice. It amazes me. They really inspire me.
What was the first thing that you started? Was it hockey and t-ball?
Yep.
Back in what?
I started skating when I was 3, and I started playing when I was 4. So.
And so do you have a favorite teacher?
Miss Ansrud. She's our French teacher. She's pretty cool.
Okay. And you have a most memorable moment? I think you have a few for sports, but
Yeah.
what kind of stands out for you?
Beating Lakeside this year in volleyball was pretty amazing because we haven't beat them in like 4 years, so I don't know, just going out there and knowing that we could do it. We just had to play our game and not think about them as Lakeside, but as just another opponent. Was really incredible when we actually won.
Role models, you had your parents?
Yeah, they're just always there for me and telling me to make my choices and my decisions and letting me try all kinds of things instead of, like, I don't know, if I have an idea, they let me go for it, and if it doesn't work out, they're like, well, that's okay, you can try the next thing, and it's really cool.
Yeah, as far as inspirational teammates, who would that be?
And Kaylee Topol, because she's just always giving 100%, and she's always there picking people up, and she doesn't get down with anything, and it's just, I don't know, really cool.
You said you get your news in the lunchroom. That's a different one, but pretty vocal, opinionated group, I think, or...
Yeah. It's a small school, and things travel really fast, and I don't know. That's just where I hear everything is from my friends and people in school. And
are you into the social networking? Are you into Twitter or Facebook?
Yeah,
anything
Facebook.
Like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
What do you like? What advantages do you think you have living in a smaller town, especially with the sports? Is there more emphasis on the school here, do you think, than might be in a larger community?
Yep, and I think people have more opportunities. Like, if I went to a bigger school, I don't think there's any way I'd be a 2-sport athlete and be involved in, like, everything that I'm involved in. And I like having all these opportunities to try everything.
I said, you wish you could play. Usually it's a team, but you have a sport that you wish you could play.
I wish I could play gymnastics, or do gymnastics. I'm not flexible at all. I can barely do a cartwheel. And one of my best friends is a gymnast, so she'll, like, go do flips all over the place, and it's like, really? You gotta do that in front of me?
Okay. Favorite volunteer activities? If you look back at all the things you've done, what do you enjoy the most?
Well, with 4-H, we do a ton of stuff. But I think one of my favorite ones is we'll adopt a family at holidays, and we'll go shopping for them, and then we'll deliver, like, the gifts. and their supper and stuff, and it's just really cool to get to see like the kids and know that you're making a big difference.
Have you done any youth coaching, work with little kids, or?
I helped out with the soccer camp a couple years ago, and I did a volleyball camp this summer. So, yeah.
And when you look at the kids' reaction, can you remember when you were that age and
Yeah.
looking at the older ones, what that was
Yeah.
like? What's it like to be now in that role where they're kind of looking up to you?
I remember looking up to like all the high schoolers and being like, wow, like they're so cool. I want to be just like them. And I think it's hard to like imagine people like, I don't know, like looking at me and being like, wow, she's so cool. But I don't know, I see it in some of their faces. Like, and when I like go to the middle school and I'll walk through the hallways and like if I'm going to pick up my little sister or something, I'll have all these little kids like wave at me, and it's really cool. I don't know.
Nice to be a role model.
Yeah.
Any plans for college? What you want to study at this point?
I'm not sure what I want to study. Something with like languages or English or I don't know. I'm looking at law. I don't know, but I know I want to go out east if I can get accepted out there. I'm looking at a couple different schools in Massachusetts. So.
A little scary being away from home, or are you ready to take the leap?
I am ready to get far away. Like, I know I'll miss my family, and I'll love coming back on vacations, but I'm also ready to start my own life, and I just think going out east would be, like, super cool, and just a different, like, atmosphere. You've got the big cities out there, and, like, the ocean, and I don't know.
Just time to explore a little bit.
Yep.
This is one thing maybe people don't know. You're already taking college classes.
Yep.
How does that work out?
Well, I've taken a lot of the classes that I can at Lake Mills, and we have a youth options program in the state. So I'm taking Chinese at Whitewater this year, this semester, because, and the school like pays for it because of the youth options. And it's just really cool to start, and I don't know, the atmosphere there is different, and meeting new people, and just learning Chinese is really cool.
What's the schedule like? You know, how often you go? And
I have classes here in the morning, and then in the afternoon, Monday through Thursday, I drive to Whitewater for my class and back. So.
Wow, that takes a little bit of doing.
Yep.
So we're hoping to keep the snow and stuff away for a while,
Yep,
right?
that would be.
How long does it take to get there from here?
It takes like half an hour, but then I didn't want to pay for a parking pass, so I have to park like 4 blocks away, and it takes me about 10 minutes to walk there. So.
Okay. It said you'd like to be a book editor,
Yep.
possibly?
Because you'd get paid to read, and I mean, that just sounds like a perfect job.
And
Right?
do you have a favorite author?
J.K. Rowling.
And why is that?
Because I love the Harry Potter series. I'm kind of a nerd, but it's okay.
Well, it's very popular, but also a game that you wish you could play from the movies.
Oh, Quidditch. I don't know. It sounds pretty amazing. Flying around on brooms, I don't know.
When you first saw that on the screen, what was it like? You're like, whoa.
Yeah, I was, because I read the books first, so I didn't know how it was going to work out, how they were going to, like, actually make it, and I was really impressed, and it would be so cool. I'm a little afraid of heights, so that might be an issue, but.
Something you think you can overcome.
Yep.
When you look back, what do you think you're going to remember most about your time at Lake Mills?
The people. My teams from season to season are all so great, and we're so close, and it's like a different family every season, and then I've got my best friends who are always there for me.
Well, congrats on a great high school career so far.
Thanks.
And enjoy wrestling and then softball in the spring.
Yep.
All right, thank you.